the first dungeon, if you notice, is a dead tree, which is also the first dungeon of Ocarina of Time. The tree of life dies, which leads in the bad ending, say, of the Ocarina of Time, eventually leads to this, and I can't get this one.
You are not a master.
Good. I have to go get the other one.
Why can't you use it?
Because he is not a master.
Okay, so getting the upgrades to your sword requires certain numbers of hearts. I went to the second upgrade, which requires 12. There's a total of 16. Oh. So right now, I can get the first upgrade. Go me, I went to the wrong one.
Wheatley, Travis.
But, yeah, this was originally meant to be, like, this game was going to define the disc system for Nintendo, which was going to be their big seller, and ended up being, like, one of the original biggest flops in Nintendo history.
Which is really sad.
Which is, yeah, just fantastic. But there's relics left over from that. Like, when you go into one dungeon, it mentions to you specifically, hey, if you make a loud noise, you hurt these guys, which is something you can't actually do because Yeah, the Pulse voice. Yeah, you could do that in the Zelda in the Japans. No.
What? Oh.
Just
gambling.
No.
That wasn't gambling.
She gives you pro strats, hints, and tips if you pay her money. Which we don't need to do, because I know the game. I've done this before several times. I promise.
And the hints don't change? Like in Neverhood?
No, in Neverhood the hints change, but I mean, this was before they had things that actually changed as you went through.
Not quite as much dynamism in this. Although it does not look like Link has a Gladys.
But Ocarina of Time really fleshed out Zelda, because beforehand it was just a dude that wandered around and saved the princess. Granted, Zelda 2 made up a lot of the history with the imprisoning wars and things along those lines. It had to have actual like context, because there were towns and stuff in that. And while they were... Yeah, Zelda 2 is awful. It's probably my least favorite Zelda game, because it's really competent and bad at the same time.
My least favorite is Link to the Past.
How can you hate Link to the
Piss you off?
Past?
Dr. Mario.
Yep. How's it feel? How's it to watch dreams, guy? You know what my favorite Zelda game is?
I watch them die every day.
You know what my favorite Zelda game is?
What's your favorite Zelda game?
Link's Awakening.
Oh.
I love Link's Awakening.
People really overlook the handheld Zelda games. Some of them were amazing. Minish Cap is probably like in my top 3.
Minish Cap sounds like a Renaissance term for a condom.
It might have been. Who knows? The people at Zelda really do like to go for their historical reference when making
Considering the Minish Cap itself, that would be a really awkward condom.
Oh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
considering it talks to you. Yeah.
It's tell you where to go.
Use your hands more.
Four players important, Link.
Oh.
Grab the purple power-up capsule.
Use your tongue.
Gosh, you were never allowed to use that voice again.
Especially when saying that kind of sentence.
Yeah, just... You know what? I'm gonna go. You guys have a good. This has been the funny part of What Are We Fighting For?
We're ruined forever.
Now changed.
The show has to be canceled now.
We went from funny to confusingly erotic, so I'm just gonna walk away.
We have the sad Hulk walk-away music. Da, da, da.
Yeah, can I get some mashup in here? Can I get some Suicide is Painless?
Yeah.
Slackers sucks. Can't hit anything with that boomerang.
Cause like a kite can't play games.
Why does he have a channel? Really seems like he should probably quit.
Do-do-do, we all agree that he should just get up and quit.
And these are the friends you decide to work with.
Right.
Which somehow doesn't reflect as poorly on us as it does on you. It's a poor craftsman that blames the tools, Slacker Kite, which I think makes us tools.
A little bit.
A little, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, I did
If
have
your
a
analogy
conversation
holds
with him
water.
at one point about this, and he chose us for specific reasons. So
Yeah, I assumed it was because of all of our secret birthmarks combining to form Captain Kaiju.
they would not know about that.
Great. Now the U.S. government knows all about it.
Great, now Emperor Katana will know where we are and be able to complete the rhombus of power.
Curse you, Captain Kaiju! Please stop.
Oh, wow. What the fuck was that? Please never again.
90s villain voice, man.
No, that wasn't. That was like Russian grandmother on crack voice.
Same difference.
So Russian grandmother.
I...
You know the...
Better 80s,
No.
80s.
hold on, go back to the other room.
I
delicious
can't.
cake.
Yes, you can. Look, the door's open. Just
I'm
go
going to
in.
go back eventually.
No, just go
If
back to
I
the other
do,
room.
they will all respawn. They'll all respawn again. They're all going to laugh at you.
Wah! I'm sorry, we're not playing Bubble Bobble or Cookie Mama. How about that?
I'm very happy where I'm standing here. I don't know about you, but this is me in my happy Travis zone. Look at me.
Who the hell put a washboard in a dungeon?
Yay.
Watch, we're letting it say bookshelf.
Ganon. Okay,
Yeah, look
so
at-
this
look at
room.
the bricks.
Go on.
Look at the bricks in this room. It looks like it spells out like Nebraska State University.
Actually, one of the lead designers, Jeffrey Wentz, did attend Nebraska University. No, I can't even continue that statement. That's so full of
This
shit, I
game
can't
is
even say
designed
it.
by people whose names you can't pronounce.
So those of us also rejoining, I went and bought the blue ring, which allows you to take half damage. Oh my.
Oh,
It looks like
Yeah,
we're gonna
whatever.
need it.
Dr. Chitario.
Well, in all technicality, you're supposed to have it because you find it by
Well,
then, but it's 250
Oh,
rupees.
blah, blah, blah. How do you sleep at night?
Don't you mean Cheatly Kite?
Oh.
Yeah. John, the name has mutated.
Snap.
Well, you already almost killed. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, before he got eaten 4 times in a row.
That is true.
Walking into the waterfall
Like I said,
for cheat codes.
yeah, so you can ask the lady to spend your hard-earned money on information you don't really need if you fuck around enough, like I did back in the day.
Nah, I think Wheatley Kite works the best.
It
Can
does.
we call him,
but,
can
you
we
know,
call him Cheatly Wheatley?
But then you need the kite to differentiate.
What about Cheatly White? Well, then it just sounds like all white people.
That's just racist.
Ah, white
Hilly,
people.
hilly, 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 hilly.
Diggity-da-dee-da-do-do.
Dee-ba-bi-da-bo.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, this room's designed to fuck you.
A little bit.
That's a fucking room.
Just a little bit if you haven't already gone out and bought the candle, but that's another 48 gold.
So
I
to
don't
keep up
really
with the rest of the
need
internet,
to
are we
go
gonna
spend-
sing "Let It Go" on this video?
Oh, please.
No. I would rather never hear that
I
phrase
heard that
again in
song
my entire
Twice
fucking
on the
life.
radio, and I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, I was just...
Travis, you should really let that anger go. You should let it go.
Be one with the sword and shield.
Are you gonna use some bombs? Because you have to let them go to use them. You have to let it go.
Seriously, though, what is the appeal with that song?
I would love to know. I don't know why everyone on the entire fucking internet loves
The internet,
that
try
song.
the world. Like, everybody, just... I don't... It's okay, but I don't understand...
Consider that you two are subhumans.
Rude.
On games like this, where three dimension is just more of a perspective than a control.
Mhm.
I'm totally fine on a console controller.
Mm.
But in fact, I prefer it over a keyboard. But yeah, as soon as you throw another axis in there, I'm like, where's my fucking mouse?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I've got a Jet Set Radio.
oh
for
god,
Steam.
no, I couldn't play that on
Oh, no.
an Xbox. Again.
And that's the thing. Like, I've tried playing it on Steam, and I can't, not with the keyboard. Like, I have to get a controller for that because it's fucking impossible.
I was one of the biggest proponents of physical media for the longest time because it just feels right. It feels like you buy something and you bought it. It's yours. Don't
Right.
fuck it up. It belongs to you. And then I got Steam, which completely blew a lot of my argument out of the water because it was just like, no, you own it. Like, don't worry. As long as you have your account, it's yours. You download it when you want. So a lot of my problems with non-physical media sort of went up in smoke. I like collector's editions. That sounds goofy, but like I got the Mass Effect 3 collector's edition. I wanted BioWare to have more of my money because they had entertained me for fucking 7 years. They had enthralled me with their world, and here's more money. Give me something special.
Yeah, officially at that point, you fucking earned that.
Right.
Yeah, a little something to hold on to.
And see, and I was just gonna say, I have no problem with collector's editions or anything like that. Like, there are very few things that I would go out of my way to collect, and they're usually related to either RPGs or Metal Gear Solid or something like that. So I totally understand where you're coming from. My problem, I don't know if this is the right time to get into it. My whole problem with 3 was just with that last, 11th hour shit. I liked 3 otherwise. 3 was great.
Did you play the re-released ending?
Yeah, I did. And I still have some issue with it, but it's better than what was originally released.
Oh yeah. And and for me, like the Citadel add-on, the Citadel bonus content made the whole fucking thing worth it. Like, it was so character intense, it was funny, like, it played well, it had that cool dynamic little story going on that seemed ridiculous but made enough sense in the world to where it was plausible, but still seemed ridiculous to all the characters, which was great. Like, it just worked. To me, like, the Citadel add-on stuff worked.
See, I hear good things about it, but I don't have that kind of money to pay for DLC. So
No,
I'm just
I hear you.
go,
Watch it. It's been so well played on, like, YouTube and stuff. Watch it and decide if it's worth your money.
Yeah.
Did you keep Rex alive?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He becomes a playable character. In the add-on. Oh yeah. Oh, and he's great. Like, if he is on your team, like, he won't die. Like, it's just like he refuses to die.
Oh, that's awesome. See, my problem with the Mass Effect 3 DLC, and I know we're really veering off topic from Legend of Zelda, but here we are.
Whatever. Oh no.
My issue with I didn't get Mass Effect 3 when it was released. I actually just got it this year for my birthday. I didn't appreciate the fact that they had Day 1 DLC, and I'm talking about the From the Ashes DLC, the fact that was released and you had to pay for it if you didn't have the collector's edition, when it was content that was already done by the game's release. That's what pissed me off.
Yeah. Speaking as somebody who had it, because I got the collector's edition, I wasn't even aware that there was First Day DLC. I don't like the idea of First Day DLC because that suggests two levels of gamers. I don't, you know what I mean? Like true players, and then the peasantry.
Then the plebes, yeah.
Casuals.
Yes. Now that being said, like if they can't, like the stuff they came out with I can't because of spoilers.
Bum.
Oh, great.
Hold on.
Not that way.
Hold on. The DLC for Mass Effect that dealt with some creatures you weren't expecting to run into in the ocean, we'll say. That they finished later, and I loved it, and I bought it, and I loaded it into my game, and I played the shit out of it, and I was happy. The From the Ashes, I dug having another, like a completely new team member, like with a cool perspective. I'm trying very hard not to say spoiler words.
Right, like I understand the contents. Like I haven't played the DLC, but I know what happens. I spoiled myself because I want to know what happens. And to not give too much away, I feel like it's good to have that character. That character added a lot, but because that character and that character's species was so integral to the overall story arc, that shit should have came with the game.
Absolutely.
That was ridiculous, and that's what pissed me off about it. Like that was a deliberate decision by either BioWare or EA, I don't know whom,
EA.
to go ahead and do. Okay, let's say EA.
I'm sorry, I don't know that. Okay, let me hashtag that real quick. Let me preface that. I cannot say for sure that the Day One DLC was an EA decision. I would bet all of my comic books I am currently looking at that was an EA.
As someone who works in development, though, I mean, they had to be able to get a little bit of extra money out of it somehow in order for the entirety of what it was. So I don't really hate on BioWare or EA or whoever you want to blame for the Day One DLC. A little bit of extra money helps a lot, and if you don't have to have a quest in the game for it to be a thing or a character, even if it is something that does move the progression on a lot, I don't think that's the greatest sin that's ever befallen games.
I'm not saying that's it's the worst thing that's ever happened to games. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to blow it out of proportion, but from a moral standpoint, one, I think it's some shady shit. If you're going to include content that's already been done before the release of the game and then have to charge extra, that's my perspective on it morally. And then as far as the extra development costs, like, yeah, I mean, but wasn't it originally released at, like, was it $10 or $14.99 or some shit like that? Like, it was
$10.
It was fairly expensive. So on top of, even if you're getting just the regular standard edition, it's $60. Another $10 for DLC that's going to add maybe another 5 hours, if that, of content. So you're paying $70 for a base game.
Well,
and that's
where
not even...
you get into the abstract edition. Like, what does a new character with their dialogue and options throughout the game add?
Right, and I understand that
how much money and how much developer time did you actually have to put in?
Oh no, I understand.
To
there's
having
costs
that,
and
so
voice acting and code and all. I'm not shitting all over them from a development standpoint. I completely understand, but it's still.
It's on the other side of it's on the shitty side of cool and on the cool and shitty spectrum.
Yeah, to put it like that.
I have trouble hating developers completely and utterly. Like, having a little bit of objectivism.
Okay, we're not talking about hating them completely.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not.
You're having a rational thought discussion on it, but it's more the internet in general. Whenever you bring up this as a topic, the automatic default is, well, the developer already finished it, therefore it should be part of the game, irregardless of, cost of the developer time, cost of, the person who had to spend all of his time making that thing that wouldn't have been in the game otherwise.
My only caveat is, like, if you look at the DLC that they were offering, it was pretty sizable. it could have been a space constraint issue on the disc, considering how big the game was. It could have been that they had it ready, but getting it onto every copy would have taken longer to release the game. There's
Okay, and that would be fair. But it's
those are all possible. But the point is, it's still, hey, we made this game, pay for it. Now pay for more of the game we made that you just paid for.
exactly, and that's what rubs me the wrong way. The fact that I theoretically speaking, if I'm buying this game day one, I'm already spending $60 plus taxes on this brand new game, and then now you're gonna go ahead and say, hey, for $10 more you can get more content. Why wasn't this provided with the $60 I just spent? Now I have to spend another $10 on top of taxes to get what, you kidding me? That's where I'm coming from with this. Okay, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, fucking EA, fucking Bioware. No, that's not my MO. It's just gaming's a very expensive hobby as it is. I know for me, I can't buy games new because I don't have the fucking money for it.
No, I gotta wait. Does anyone know when the next Steam sale is?
The summer sale's coming up soon. Soonish.
No, but there is actually some amazing sales right now on the Humble Bundle website.
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
lot
right.
of their games are deeply discounted for the next 2 days.
Which will not be relevant to anybody listening
So,
to this. But
Yeah, not for anybody listening, but hey, Hollis, you may want to go buy one of them. Just throwing that out there.
What's in the bundles this time?
I'm bringing it up right
Yeah.
now, actually. We've got the regular bundle, which is Vanguard Princess, Blade Symphony, and Guilty Gear Isuga, but
There's the
let's check the
platformer
weekly bundle.
Yeah, there's
There was
A
one that was
number.
40 fucking games or something like that.
Yeah, the listing is ridiculous. That's really
40
about
games?
the size of it.
40 games in one bundle?
Oh no, there's a spring
Another
sale.
one bundle. They've opened up their own store for the game.
Yeah, let me
So-
give you some of these prices just as an example. Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition. It's originally priced at $29.99. It is down to $7.49.
Nice.
Far Cry 3, $39.99 original price, $9.99 sale price. DLC Quest, $2.99 regular price, 74 cents sale price. FTL, $9.89 and $6.66 respectively. Gone Home dropped from $20 to $6.66. Take that as you will. Just everything that they have on sale in their store is on sale, everything that I see.
But do the Humble Bundle...
By the way,
They open their own thing, but do they still
Go
go
ahead.
through Steam?
yes.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they still provide Steam.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can download the game itself, DRM free, and you can get a Steam code for it.
I
Rad.
think most of them, if not all of them, include Steam keys. I know there was some issue with a couple of them. I
Yeah,
think at the
some
beginning.
some of them don't, but they will say that they don't.
Yeah.
I can say that Faster Than Light has become my new dirty secret game because it's one of those games that it's called FTL. You're supposed to lose this fucking game. That's the idea. But I love it so hard.
They've got the You Don't Know Jack bundle for $10. I really want
What?
that. They've got it.
Have-
And it's for Steam.
Do they have any new content packages for You Don't Know Jack?
Hang on. Well, this one's the classic one. It's You Don't Know Jack Volume 1 XL, Volume 2, 3, 4 The Ride, 6 The Lost Gold, Movie, Sports, TV, and Head Rush. I'm pretty sure. Let me check Jellyvision. I know they're not Jellyvision anymore, but
I
Give
would
me a
love
minute.
it.
We absolutely should Let's Play You Don't Know Jack.
I fucking love You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, dude, we should actually, yes, we should Let's Play You Don't Know Jack. Because who the fuck else is gonna Let's Play You Don't Know Jack?
There's a You Don't Know Jack party.
The
which I
Game
think is
Grumps. The Game Grumps played the shit out of You Don't Know Jack, which was fantastic, I thought. Some of their best work. Before John decided, it's, going to shit on everything.
What happened?
I don't know the context.
Nobody really knows exactly what happens with the Game Grumps, but basically John had to leave the show. As far as anyone can tell, it's not as if he was forced off, but in context, he can't return back to California, is the statement, and he hasn't worked with Aaron or Danny or Ross ever again. Which is weird when all of your best friends will no longer work with you, period. That's something strange happened, and nobody knows. There's just no clue about what happened there. It's just one day they were all bestest friends, and then the next day, we don't talk anymore.
Steam, why do you keep... What keeps happening here?
Gentlemen, we should check chat real quick.
Hell yes. $10 for You Don't Know Jack bundle. I'm buying that.
I wish I could buy it. It's fucking, I am dying to play some classic You Don't Know Jack.
Well, Joan will say I owe you like a Christmas present or something.
Yeah, we should definitely get that and make that in, like a high priority fucking agenda item right there, because that's awesome shit.
That's all. I think that's like the entirety of You Don't Know Jack.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Looks like it.
Oh god, my nostalgia gland's filling up.
Like, I remember borrowing a friend, like, when I was, like, 10 or 12 or some shit like that. Like, going to a friend's house, getting on their, like, really old, like, Windows 95 or some shit, and then playing, like, a couple of rounds of You Don't Know Jack. And then, when it was released for the PlayStation, I lost my shit, because I couldn't believe that it was available on, like, a gaming console. It was, coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, the PlayStation version, I think, is, like, amazing.
It was good.
It was one of the first games I can remember with actual animation, or I mean, not animation, but real like movie quality stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
And it was engaging too.
Yeah, the great thing I remember about You Don't Know Jack, other than playing with my dad, like we whiled away because both he and I had the same sleep schedule, which was not at all. But the thing I remember distinctly about You Don't Know Jack thinking when I was younger even was you don't, like, you have to put a lot into a game, but you don't have to put a lot of flash into it, like a bunch of pomp into a game to make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was the era of, like, more polygons, more blah blah blah. You know, the you know what I mean, like the Mortal Kombat ruled era of games for a young man.
Mm-hmm.
And You Don't Know Jack is just a black screen with buttons and questions, and a really hilarious.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like,
the fuck does that mean?
It's exactly what it says. There are secrets.
Sorry, go ahead.
There are secrets where
okay.
people too, so just so you know.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it was in an era of games where, I mean, you had Myst, you had Doom, you had, Crash Bandicoot and Tomb Raider and all sorts of shit that was coming out. It was really nice just to have a simple game with just a really, interesting and smart-ass announcer, and it was fun to do. It was really fun.
It was very minimalist. It was very stylish, and it was very. I don't think earnest is the right word.
Ernest.
I'm gonna Josh. I'm gonna need you to take that sense of humor and then let it go.
I think this is a good time to take a break.